Siren Head is a formidable foe with plenty of height, but here are some scary monsters that could defeat him. I'm your host Youssef, and these are 10 scary creatures that can defeat Siren Head. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Anyways, let's turn on the radio. Number 10, SCP-1649. SCP-1649, known as the radio talk show Heck and Becker's Timely Hour, was active in 1973 and possessed a mimetic effect. The show's broadcasts caused perception-altering effects in listeners when heard live, specifically related to references of American pop culture. The mimetic effect was limited in reach due to a small listener base and low communicability of its properties. Only about 17% of appropriate listeners were affected. The altered perception caused listeners to believe that historical events or figures mentioned in the broadcast had been replaced by an entity referred to as SCP-1649-1. For example, references to Charlie Chaplin's film The Great Dictator made affected subjects believe that SCP-1649-1 had starred in the film instead. This effect extended to other notable figures in American history as well. The anomaly did not affect recorded or text-based versions of the broadcast, and its mimetic properties were neutralized after the broadcasts were discontinued. Number 9, SCP-4393. SCP-4393 is a sentient origami crane made of worn golden paper that can fly. It spends most of its time searching for paper to create origami cranes, taking 2 to 5 hours per crane. These origami cranes, called SCP-4393-1, gain sentience and flight upon creation. However, they are fragile and can be easily destroyed. Handling SCP-4393 triggers an aggressive response from SCP-4393-1 instances, resulting in mobbing behavior. While individual SCP-4393-1 instances aren't strong, they become aggressive when personnel try to handle them or destroy them. These instances can be contained, but they repeatedly collide with walls in an attempt to escape. If SCP-4393 is prevented from creating SCP-4393-1 instances, it exhibits self-destructive behavior similar to the instances. Confining its movements leads to further damage. Number 8, SCP-6482. SCP-6482 was a humanoid entity composed of hydroxyapatite particles, salt, and other minerals, weighing 2.7 kilograms. It exhibited no further animate properties or anomalies. On August 11, 2021, SCP-6482 was observed coalescing near Ocean Shores, Washington. It walked to an assisted living facility named Brookdale Ocean Shores, covering a distance of 3 kilometers. Once there, SCP-6482 approached a senior resident named Joseph Weiss, who appeared asleep in his wheelchair. SCP-6482 touched Weiss on the shoulder, causing its particles to become inert and dissolve. Joseph Weiss woke up, looked at SCP-6482, then lost consciousness and subsequently passed away. Upon the arrival of containment teams, Weiss was confirmed deceased. An autopsy indicated heart failure as the cause of demise. Number 7, SCP-2734. SCP-2734 is a humanoid species resembling clowns as portrayed in American culture. They've appeared worldwide since January 2016, necessitating a global misinformation campaign. While concentrated in North America, populations also exist in Europe, Australia, Central America, and undisclosed areas. They prefer remote environments, require minimal sustenance, and possess unique traits. They thrive on around 200 calories per day, can subsist on various organic matter except animal meat, adapted teeth for herbivorous diet, tolerate extreme climates, faster running speed using it for evasion. Outreach to SCP-2734 communities has been difficult due to their avoidance of contact. Only SCP-2734-1 and SCP-2734-2 voluntarily communicated with the Foundation for Mutual Understanding. Number 6, SCP-6867. SCP-6867 is a stallion known as Lucky Becky, active as a diving horse in Canada from 1905 to 1910. Initially, it performed typical jumps into water from elevated platforms, but from 1909, its performances grew exceptional. It started diving from increasingly higher heights, culminating in a jump from a 30-meter platform. After these dives, SCP-6867 emerged unharmed from the water, walking on its surface back to shore. This led to a small group of worshippers claiming divine protection for the horse. Foundation investigation revealed that SCP-6867's horseshoes were enchanted with runes, enabling its anomalous feats. Anti-runes were covertly inscribed, neutralizing the enchantment. Following its next performance, SCP-6867 was neutralized, marking the end of its anomalous properties. Number 5. SCP-2664. SCP-2664, also known as Project Redline, is a psionic eigenweapon created by GRU Division P during 1950 to 1961 to brainwash global society into adhering to Soviet socialism, while secretly counteracting human tendencies towards violence. SCP-2664 consists of 3 conjoined Ukrainian triplets with distinct heads and limbs, enabling psionic interaction with their surroundings. Unshielded sentient organisms within 5 kilometers of SCP-2664 undergo severe brain chemistry alteration and tissue mutation, resulting in aversion to violence. Mentally, SCP-2664 has youth-like intelligence due to its GRU training. SCP-2664-A, the facility where it was created, dampens psionic transmissions by 99.5% and transforms into an anomaly. A defected GRU researcher provided critical information on SCP-2664. Exploratory Mission Alpha attempted to investigate the facility, revealing an expanding psionic anomaly. Sending psionically stunted personnel with dampening materials slows its growth by 1.5% monthly. Number 4. SCP-356. SCP-356 is a deceased male of Eurasian descent, measuring 1.76 meters tall and weighing 81.5 kilograms. When within 3 meters of devices capable of receiving telephone calls, these devices receive continuous calls that stop only when answered, then resume once the caller hangs up. Attempts to trace these calls point back to the receiving device. Answering these calls connects to an entity, SCP-356-A, speaking with SCP-356's voice. SCP-356-A discusses SCP-356's work history, relationships, mental state, and thoughts, often focusing on distressing topics. 356 and 356-A were discovered during a 1986 Foundation raid on a CIA safehouse. Number 3. SCP-4729. SCP-4729 was a massive 10-winged humanoid made of iron, helium clouds, and dust, initially consisting of metallic hydrogen. It stood at 11.9 meters tall, with 4 crystalline eyes, a damaged breathing mask made of silicon polymers, and most of its wings deformed. Emitting a strong magnetic field and plasma discharge, it was dependent on hydrogen from ionized ice. Orbiting Earth, SCP-4729 fell in 1972 due to space debris, striking near the South Geomagnetic Pole. Foundation disguised reports labeled it as a meteorite. The impact led to magnetic anomalies in Antarctica. An exploration team observed SCP-4729's distant presence due to radiation. Number 2. SCP-6612. This one is weird. SCP-6612 is housed in its original stable within Site-73's secure outdoor testing facility. SCP-6612 is to be cleaned and fed daily. SCP-6612 is an adult red roan horse capable of human speech. How SCP-6612 does so is currently unknown. Research is ongoing. This is the stunning interview with 6612. Researcher Agnew: "Hello, SCP-6612. 6612 says hi. Agnew says, so, you can talk. 6612 says, you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Silence for 10 seconds. 6612 then says, this was a mistake. SCP-6612 has not spoken again since its initial interview, and has displayed no further attempts to do so. 6612 has been reclassified as neutralized and remains in its stable at Site-73. It just got rid of its own ability to speak. Number 1. SCP-2975. 2975 is a demolished house near a redacted city, built atop a cave system leading to an inaccessible crevasse extending deep into the Earth's mantle. The house was known locally as a haunted house and the memory house. Despite awareness of its anomalous nature, most locals hindered its discovery or containment. On a day in an unspecified year, the Order of the White Sun aimed to use SCP-2975 for a ritual, causing an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario. Mobile Task Force Sigma-3 detected this plot. During neutralization by Mobile Task Force Psi-7 Home Improvement, localized CK-class reality shifts occurred, obscuring specifics. The ritual was stopped and SCP-2975 was destroyed. Thanks for watching. Those were 10 scary creatures that can defeat Siren Head. Leave a like and comment if you think we missed anything, and we hope you have a scary day.